Okay, wow, that was something. I have to admit that I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not going to do a big old hoopla thing tonight as a stream. I'm just going to do a quick recap. Thing that I used last night. So it's not going to be that kind of hangout. It's going to be a little bit of my recap. Okay, wow, that was off. My voice is shot, as you guys can tell, and I'm very tired. But I just got done having a discussion with Tea Spiracy on her channel. I think she did an amazing job, to be honest with you. I told her that she could ask me any question she wanted to. She knew we had a time constraint. We wanted to be under an hour. It was a little bit over, but that's fine. But she filtered the questions she wanted to ask and asked them. And that's what I think it shows the sign of an honest person, right? I did unblock Puff Wiggly, but I'll look at it again after the stream. But you know, I'm impressed when somebody keeps their word, and that's one of the things that I look for, right? I told her I wanted to be one-on-one. She had a lot of people say, "No, don't do that." You know, ambush Steve, blah blah blah, and she had the wherewithal to say, "Look, if I do that, then I'm not going to have guests come on, because if I do it to one person, they'll do it to other people, right?" And she's absolutely right. I don't do those to my guest, right? Because if I did that to my guest, I would never have guest on. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I even got involved with Reasons to Believe was the fact that I had people that wanted to ambush. Basically, they wanted to talk about stuff that was not something that I agreed upon to talk to with Reasons to Believe and Dr. Hugh Ross and Dr. Fuzrana. And I try to explain to people, look, when I had them on as guests on my shows, I had to get it right. You know, what do they call it? Is it a writer? I guess it's called. What, you know, when they basically they send you things and say, okay, this is going to be the time, this is what's going to be the topic, and this is how long it's going to go, right? And these are these are the conditions for the program. Now, if you do variance from that, you're not going to have them back as guest, right? I mean, you don't want to ambush your guest. So I think that she made a very wise decision on that, and of course I was prepared for it. You know, I mean, what's the big deal? You know, me talking to unis is only because, again, I don't want to have anything to do with them, and I know it pisses them off. But it's not like it's going to be the end of the world if uni shows up. I'd just be like, okay, piss off. And I knew that I wouldn't be able to trust her. But she, you know, stuck to her guns, and she told her audience, "Say, look, I'm not going to do this. That's a sign of integrity, and that's what I look for." And it's one of the reasons why I wanted to have a conversation to begin with her, because I was like, okay, if she's really wanting to know these things, I'm going to oblige. And I did send her things that I never shown anybody else. I am going to probably put them in a blog, part 3, and then I'm going to do a video on them, and they will contain correspondence with my lawyer. But it's one of those, it's big stuff. And as a matter of fact, and I even put it in a Twitter that, a Twitter tweet, that there's going to be Moabs dropped. I'm sorry that didn't happen. The reason I thought there would be because I had been sitting in that StreamYards for like a half hour because she had said she was going to send me the link early, and she did. And we were supposed to go over some stuff prior, which is going to be pretty damning stuff. And she didn't have time, obviously. So I apologize for no Moabs, but you know, she's got to take care of her family, right? So I wanted to kind of get your guys' views, what you guys thought. Did you think that she handled it well? Do you think that I handled it well? Do you think that I answered the questions fully, honestly, and as directly as possible? If you guys want to come in, I can set it up to have people join. I haven't, but if you want to, just let me know. But I'm looking at your guys' chat, and I'll just read them off from there. But if you want to come in and talk, that's fine too. Good to see you, Lord Bryant. Yep. Sweet Home Alameda says, I didn't watch. I don't watch AZ, but I'll check it out later, possibly. And some people said that. A lot of people said they don't watch Tea Spiracy, and I understand. Matter of fact, I had people tell me, look, it's probably not a good idea to go on there. And I respect their opinion. I really do. But I think I had, you know, sufficient reasons to go, look, you're just going to have to trust me on this. I'm not going to be, you know, taken advantage of. I'm not going to be blindsided. I was prepared for all contingencies. But I think a lot of goodwill was generated by showing her, and some of her audience may not watch my channel, how to properly answer questions, right? Because I answered every question directly, you know. Matter of fact, I got to be honest with you. think, if anything, she was a little light. I was expecting far worse questions. Okay. Kyle's Goldfish says, I don't think you changed any hearts or minds over there, but I think everyone had their preconceived ideas. However, you may hit up in the DMs asking more questions, which is all, yeah, which is fine, right? I mean, if it plants the seeds, that's kind of the goal, right? I did have a person from one of the Reddits messaged me last night. I asked if I can actually make it, tell people about it. They said fine, and they said I changed their mind. They said after that video last night that we had in the summit meeting, they changed their mind because they didn't know much about me before, I guess. They were super critical of me, but after understanding that my channel is all about the facts, all about the evidence. Excuse me, I didn't get that in time. My bad. I have my finger on the mute button for the next time. Oh man, allergies. Hang on. Okay, better. But all it has to do is change the hearts and minds of one or two people, right? I mean, what else are we trying to do? We put the information out there, and obviously there's a difference between my, oh my God, hang on. Man, these allergies are killing me. There's a difference between my chat and their chats. I wasn't paying attention to the chat much. I was tabbed out to do Twitter, and I said I wasn't going to pay attention to it, and I didn't. I saw once or twice a few things, but I really wasn't paying attention to it at all. So I was before I went in there, and it was toxic as shit. I mean, it was like these people are just, these are the scum of the scum, right? But that's not what my channel's about. And so I wanted people to actually see the dichotomy between how I let people, talk about certain things in my live chat, but their live chat was all just trolling. It was just a troll fest when I was there earlier. I don't know if that changed after it went live. I don't know if her mods did a good job. I assume that they did. Nobody's told me otherwise. But yeah, matter of fact, I mean, my mods have a pretty easy job. They don't really have to do much. And that's the sign, I think, of a pretty well-run channel. When their mods are doing their job, they shouldn't have to do anything, right? I mean, you get the occasional troll that comes by, but for the most part, we don't really block anybody unless they're being dicks, right? Unless they're putting out blatantly false information, they don't back it up. But if people have honest questions, like last night, what was her name that came in? Christy or Casey? I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, but she didn't mind coming in, and she felt welcomed. We were right that people were going to manipulate that and try to white knight for her, and she left a really scathing comment to them saying, hey, look, I was in there on my own accord. I can leave any time, and I was trying to tell her that people are going to weaponize certain things. They'll look for anything. So, going to Unicorn's like, yeah, thanks. Yeah, you don't do shit, Mania. But no, I seriously, I mean, it shouldn't be difficult for mods. I mean, mods are doing you a favor, right? I mean, why make their job hard? I have blocked, the trolls, and if people come by, they'll take care of them. But Ash says Uni and Menace fucked off as soon as people arrived to oppose them. Really? Uni, I didn't even see Uni in the chat. I saw Menace drop by before I even started, but Uni was there in the chat. Ash. Yeah, Menace. Menace is like the. How do you explain Menace? I mean, he's just practically wrong on everything. I don't think he's gotten a single thing right that I've seen. I mean, if it is, it's rare, far few between. But he's just a LARPer, just like Unirock. They make up stories. They want people to follow along with their stories. It doesn't matter whether they're true or not. They don't care. Yeah, let me if you want to come in, that's fine. Let me see the best way to do this because it's on the fly here. Let me get a should use StreamYard, shouldn't I? Too much pain to set up. User, and I will set it up where it's just come in. I'm not showing you guys. It's going to be voice only. 1 second. Start now. All right. Camera off. I'm not presentable today. So I'm just going to put the link out there. Anybody come in, I don't care. So that's the link. I'm going to pin it to join. But yeah, come on in. So you guys agree though? I mean, it went really well. Again, I had people had concerns, and every right to. But I think overall, it definitely showed that I was not afraid to have questions asked of me. I definitely said she can ask me anything she wanted. And so you don't see a lot of content creators do that. I don't think for a second you'll see Katie or Uni going into somewhere and say, yeah, you can ask me any question you want. And, you know, if I say something, I'm going to give you evidence for it. That never seems to happen. I was willing to give her any evidence she wanted. I gave her so many Google Docs of evidence and screenshots. And I mean, these are not just unvalidated screenshots. These come from the Wayback Machine kind of stuff, right? And I just don't see a lot of content creators willing to do that. I mean, so when people say, well, Steve will go out of the side of his echo chamber, of course I will. But one, we don't have an echo chamber, but I'm going to go on channels that I think are honest. And this is why when I saw Kay opinionated stuff, and I was like, look, she's letting a bunch of people run narrative without even giving any kind of pushback to it. I don't run my channel like that. And, you know, I'm sure it pissed Kay off, but it was true. She didn't give any pushback. She said, oh, I asked for evidence. Oh, come on. It was like, oh, yeah, I agree with that. Oh, yeah, makes so much sense. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, Manya. Oh, did I dox you? God damn
it. Well, by Kage's standards.
Hi, yes. Manya. What did you did get a chance to watch it?
I just stopped by for a few minutes. I'm at work, so. Yeah, like overall the stream was good. I think felt a little bit like that Tea Spiracy was a bit underprepared. And I think so she wanted to ask the questions that her audiences had, but then also the trolls tried to take over, which was okay, I guess. Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm here too. What's up?
But she handled it quite well. Her mods were also good at that.
Good. I think the only reason she may have been a little underprepared, I mean, she was, like I said, at the hospital or a kid, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, and I told her, look, I'm happy to do a part 2, right?
Yeah. And hopefully she shares your blog, my bad, with the audience, or with the viewers, so they can see your side of the story. And she stayed focused, which is good. And you could see that she wasn't trying to sea line you in any way. She was just
not at all. Yeah, there was no deception there. There's no sea line.
Some things.
None.
Yeah.
She was coming from. She had some questions that aligned with the questions of her viewers, and she was repeating them. And she wanted some clarification herself, because that's what Katie takes advantage of the new people who come into the equation. She tells them her version of the story, and they go by her word. And I'm glad that Tea Spiracy, tried, at least she attempted to look at your point of view and your side of the story. And I'm going to say that was very, not everyone can do that. And not everyone does that, because they get scared by the trolls. And
she wasn't going to let those people dictate how she ran her channel. I mean, you got to give mad props for that. I mean, because nobody tells me how to run my channel.
Exactly.
Now, I just got a weird message though from the Meat says, enjoying longer group calls. Free calls are limited to 1 hour. I never got that before. This is on a business account. It should be like unlimited. But if it happens to time out in an hour, let me know and I'll get a new link. But it's I've never seen that message before. Anyways, Smitty said something that's interesting. Smitty said, did you see, who was it, Gob, say that he doesn't, what did Smitty say here? I was, god damn. I noted it, but
Smitty say something?
Yeah, it's like
in the live chat.
Did you see in one of the comments how God Barrett said, "I would never dare question you"? Yeah, right. Yeah, I've seen somewhere somebody showed me something. It's basically like, "Don't ever dare question Steve. I'll block you." I'm like, have you met my fucking audience? You guys make a game out of it. Oh, let's see what we can see Steve fucked up on.
It's classic projection. It's classic projection.
No, it's cool, man. But because that's what I said. It's self-correcting,
Yeah.
right? And we all make mistakes. I mean, shit, especially when we're talking about these types of topics.
Oh no, Steve, we have to be perfect. We can't slip. We have to be perfect. Like, and the other side can just keep on making claims and allegations without any proof. You just have to take it, and we have to be perfect about it. We can't whine about it. So yeah.
I don't
So
think
it was
would
good.
know.
There were some trolls who showed up and tried to huff and puff their chest, and I was like, meh, whatever. I started treating them like puppies, keep banging their head into the wall.
Yeah,
or
I'm
into a
sure it's
piece
the
of
same old
furniture.
nonsense. I mean, it's like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
and this is what I'm saying. Who wants that kind of channel? Unirock fosters trolls. He fosters people that don't give a shit about facts. He doesn't care about, the truth. None of them ever provide any evidence. Matter of fact, even when people are making these allegations, it's like, okay, show me what evidence you're talking about here.
Yeah, and although I think so, Tea Spiracy might have realized by now that all of what Katie has been doing till now is just claims. She has not presented any proof about, oh, we have confirmed this, we have confirmed that. She has not shown, she has not demonstrated how she has confirmed something, and she has not presented any proof. She says she has screenshots. My question will be, how do we know they are not doctored screenshots?
That's why I use the Wayback Machine for most of my stuff.
Yes, that's, yeah. For Twitter, yes, and for other social media, you can.
Right.
For private messages, I don't know how would you confirm those.
I don't show private messages, so it doesn't really matter.
No, you don't. But Katie claims.
Well,
Katie claims
yeah,
she's
that's
got
true.
screenshot of stuff.
Yeah,
so,
but
how do we confirm that they're not doctored? That's my question.
Well, it depends on the medium. I like all my DMs on Twitter are stored in a zip file. They're all stored server side. So I mean, in theory, you just say, "Oh, look, it's not." You download the zip file and say, "Look, it's not in here." So it's easy to get exculpatory for that. It's a pain in the ass. Don't get me wrong, but it can be done. But for example, like the whole Instagram shit, people know I have not used Instagram for a year. My last message on it was 59 weeks ago.
We interacted on a live stream once, and that was in the previous year. And after that, we never interacted.
But
on
the
there.
people that are making these allegations don't recognize that. They don't know that. They think that I use Instagram, right? They don't.
No, okay. You might be using Instagram. Okay. How do we know that it's not someone pretending to be you?
Well,
like,
and I think there was.
Accounts.
I think there was.
Yeah. Barely be. I'm all right. I'm at work, so I can't raise my voice too much.
I think there was probably maybe somebody that was pretending to be me. But I could
Yeah,
easily show that
there
it
was
wasn't.
someone
I have my
pretending to be
account.
me.
Yeah.
I will give a classic example. I am hidden on Unirock's channel. I don't know if it's Unirock, I don't remember, or Rockalot, either one of them, or maybe both. And so I don't go to his live streams to comment and stuff because
I don't recommend
I'm not
anybody
going
going
to
to his
get
live
it.
streams.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Watch it after the
And-
fact.
Yes, someone in Unirock's crowd or someone who follows Unirock made a fake account of impersonating account of mine and started commenting in the live chat, in Unirock's live chat. And Unirock knew he has hidden me on his channel, so it wasn't me because everyone could see me typing, that impersonator typing in there, and he did nothing about it because he wanted to control the narrative, or he thought that he could humiliate me by doing that. So how do we know that on Instagram, and that's what my concern is around Nat and her mental health. How do we know that how does she know that it was actually Steve or not someone impersonating Steve? We have seen that trolls have gone a long way to hurt people, especially in the Toddy.
And how many accounts?
lawsuit.
How many accounts have been made impersonating me? We know that for a fact.
Yeah. They come up with strange names and stuff sometimes, but then sometimes they will just plain out just impersonate Steve. So that's my thing. How do you differentiate it? Can you demonstrate that it's actually Steve, or it's actually what Nat claims is someone, or can Katie do that? So that's ridiculous for me, and I think so. Tea Spiracy's audience and subscribers and followers realize that unless you have proof of what you're claiming, it's just garbage.
Right, and this is why they said, anything that would actually be kind of like taken over into real life, you know, any kind of a real investigation, they're gonna have my entire computer. They ain't gonna find shit. There's nothing to find.
Yeah.
I never
And
did
it's
anything,
really-
so I mean, we know that for a fact. So
Yeah.
got some
And
questions
it's
here.
really dangerous to attack someone with these claims, like all these like should I say tea channels and stuff. Okay, you want to make speculations and stuff, go for it. But when you start making speculations around criminal stuff, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that. But who am I to tell them? And yeah, so I think so. Tea Spiracy's followers and subscribers and audience realize that now,
I hope
which is
so.
good.
I hope some of them do.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously she had the troll fandom, well, and that's fine. I mean, I'm glad that she got some views out of it. I think that she earned them. Lord Brian says, "Who do you think will be the next rival or crazy psychopath that accuse you of X crime?" Who the hell knows?
Wow.
Pick
Who
one.
knows, man?
PewDiePie. We'll go with PewDiePie.
Spin the wheel.
Yeah, spin the wheel on that
And
one.
Rose in the live chat said, "I don't understand how KJ mean you. They repeatedly claim that your NDA proves that you were in the wrong." I would flip the question. If Katie was so afraid of being harassed, why didn't she pursue it to the end?
I have evidence that it was they wanted that defamation. They wanted that no
I
defaming.
read those emails.
No,
Did
you didn't read. You didn't read the ones I sent Tea Spiracy. I've never shown them to
Send
anybody.
me those.
I don't think.
Read those.
I don't think I sent you these. I don't think you've seen these. The ones that my
Did
lawyer.
you send me some on Twitter? Weren't
No.
those there?
Not the ones No, I don't think so. I may
Check.
have, but I don't think I've sent them to anybody but her. But I mean, I'll show them to you. Absolutely, yes.
Steve, I have screenshots in my inbox. You forgot.
But I showed you
we'll
some.
do that later.
No. I showed you some, but did I show you the ones where my lawyer was saying that they wanted the no discussing private or publicly. They wanted the thing for defamation or not
Oh
defamation.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did I send you those?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, if I did, I do not
We
remember.
we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll
later.
figure it out. But like I said, I'll go over them with you again.
I
maybe.
have some of them.
You have
Let's
some.
just
Yeah,
say.
you have some. I don't think I sent you the ones I sent her, but I could be wrong on that. Kyle's Goldfish, I think it was good for you to be able to clarify about Katie Joyce stealing 60 grand and the channel because you previously said, quote, help Kyle steal the channel and 6,000 so it could look like you were... I just lost this. Looked like you were accusing her, but we weren't saying she was intentionally stealing the channel or money, but by her actions aided Kyle in doing it. Not that she did. Yeah, and I stand by that. I mean, her obfuscation, of course, enabled Kyle and helped him get away with it. She was accusing me of crime. She was accusing me of fraud. She was accusing me of medical fraud. She said I collected Social Security, I didn't. Disability that I didn't. Of course,
Oh yeah.
Do I think that her and Kyle conspired on it? No. But she said I accused her of stealing money from me. That never happened. She said I accused her of stealing my channel. That never happened, right? So she changes these little details, and these details are critical.
Yeah.
Aiding and abetting would be a good thing. I would say aided and abetted, but not necessarily did it herself.
Yeah. Not necessarily itself. Kim Marcus says maybe Steve get one of those verified check marks. If I ever got more popular, right? But I'm nowhere near to get a check mark. I don't do anything like that.
Yeah. Rose said, you missed the second part. Yeah, I did. The NDA made KJ shut the fuck up. So
and that worked both ways, right? And like I said,
Yeah.
I wanted it to be initially 3 months. 3 month long.
Yeah.
They didn't want that. They wanted to be basically indefinitely or until the end of the defamation lawsuit.
Time.
Okay.
And so I said, well, that could be on indefinite. I'm like, well, I'll do it for a year. And so I settled on a year. They settled on a year. But originally I had told my lawyer 3 months. Again, I have these correspondences. And my lawyer had said that he said that they didn't want to go to the hearing. But in order for them to sign that agreement, that I needed to give them more. And I'm like, I'm not giving them shit. What the hell do they want? I'm like, they're the ones saying this, and this. And I said, no. I said, absolutely not. I was the one that put the conditions in there for have to be be able to do commentary. They were the ones that said we wanted the defame and the what is it? The what was the two words they used? I'm so tired. Disparaging. I think it was right. Disparaging. But the original NDA didn't have that in there. I have the original NDA. That was not those two things about disparagement and whatever the other word they used was. That was not in the original. I have the two. You can compare it side by side. They wanted that in there. This is why I said that it was all about Katie's image, and she says it wasn't about my image. Then why did why did their lawyers put that in there? Because it wasn't mine.
Yeah. Smitty said, I think Katie's intent was to destroy your credibility so you couldn't fight back against Kyle's theft effectively because she stood to benefit.
That might be true. That might be true.
Yeah, I believe that.
Also, Smitty, sweet home Alameda. Oh, nice. I like girls that sound like they can beat me up. Okay.
Dude, anybody can beat you up, Smitty.
So yeah, it's quite like flip the questions around. If Katie was feeling so harassed, why didn't she pursue the TRO to be converted to a permanent RO? And again, why did she only settle for a year in the NDA? Why not take it to indefinite or even more than a year? Why?
She would have to answer those questions.
Yeah, she would have to, but nobody's flipping the questions on her. It's why didn't Steve do this? Why didn't Steve do that?
Mind you, she said in a tweet that my lawyer fired me. I just talked to him 2 weeks ago.
I think so. She's confused, or she does that on purpose.
I just sent an email to him. I think it was this morning or yesterday.
Yeah,
you can't file.
That's not how it does. You have to file a motion. And if a relationship ends naturally after end of a case, that's not still firing someone. That relationship will continue as Steve goes, unless she has something in written from the lawyer.
Well,
she has no way of knowing that.
He's still the lawyer on record, and he asked me to keep him. He asked me specifically to keep him informed on certain things. At quote, curiosity was the word he used. But
it's
she conflated
case study for them.
She conflated Kyle's lawyer
exactly
withdrawing, right? And said, "Oh, that Steve's lawyer did." Well, that's kind of weird because, like I said, I just messaged him today, or it was either today or yesterday. It was really early in the morning, But
that is so stupid. She just keeps demonstrating that she has issues with a memory or something like that.
No. These are not memory issues. These are deliberate. These are just deliberate lies.
Listen, I'm giving her charity.
There's no charity there. This is deliberate lies.
You don't have to. I can. Why I'm doing this is because it's for the audiences who cater to KJ.
Riddle me this.
Hold on. I'm telling you why.
Okay.
It's because it's for the audiences who cater to KJ, who listen to KJ. She's got her stuff confused. Why has she got her stuff confused? Because if you're telling the truth, your statements stay consistent to the truth and facts. Hers don't. I wonder why. That's it. That's all.
So let me ask you this question here, okay? Ready for this?
Oh, we're disagreeing on my own. Okay, go on.
I will kick you. No, okay. All right. So riddle me this. She says, quote, the lawyers were like shaking their heads. None of them have ever worked none of them have ever worked with a narcissist like him. One said, quote, he's the worst malignant narcissist I've ever seen in my career. That's not misremembering. That is a fabrication.
Yeah, now that's a fabrication because if Steve's lawyer is talking to your lawyer in that fashion, or even if he's talking to Katie in that fashion, that's what's that, conflict of interest? Yeah, he can get his license. His license could be suspended for that.
There's only two lawyers on the case, so yeah. I mean, mine and his.
The lawyers,
mine and hers, and I never talked to her lawyer, not once. So.
Yeah,
that's
fabrication.
I will show you this. Let me make sure there's nothing else on here. Okay. This is a correspondence with my lawyer that I sent 14 hours ago. Just so you guys can believe me, because why not? Let me see if I can add this in here. One sec. Would you guys want to see this? Say yes.
Yeah, go on.
Good call.
I got a few more minutes.
All right.
You have 5 more minutes, Steve. After that, I'm done. Sorry, but it's just that I have to go back to work.
I want to make sure that I did that right. Okay, so there's nothing personal there. It's just minor stuff. But anyways, this is just a case, though.
In the meanwhile, Kyle's goldfish is right. Lawyers can't fire clients because the client is not employed by them. They can withdraw from a case.
Yeah. Oh, and
They
by the way,
can't
so somebody,
fire.
so somebody, because I showed this earlier, so let me fix that. So when
And
I tell,
then also they have to file a
one sec. So there's no
motion for
narrative
that.
here. I told Red to go drag Cheshire away from the computer. That's what that is right there. So somebody's like, "Oh, look at Steve giving orders to Reds." No, it was late in the morning. He was
I can't see
messaging me.
anything. Oh, okay, you're
Yeah.
showing it outside. Okay.
I'm sitting outside. He was messaging me, "End your stream. You know, I want to talk to Cheshire." I said, "Okay, so go talk to her." So didn't tell me what it was about, but I was like, "Go drag her away." All right, so. This was me sending it to my lawyer, Andrew Glenn. Sometimes you just have to laugh at the sheer level of insanity. Katie Joy apparently thinks you fired me. This is 14 hours ago. And I included these 2 screenshots. I guess because this. Hope that gave you a laugh. There you go. I mean, why would I send it to a lawyer that fired me? That just seems odd, doesn't it?
It seems odd, but I'm just saying that even if her memory is playing with her, people will accuse me of gaslighting. I'm giving her charity. Why does that happen only with Katie and no one else? I'm just saying.
Well, because why would you give somebody charity that constantly lies and makes things up? But I mean, literally, I just showed you proof that my lawyer did not fire me because I still keep in touch with him.
We believe you, Steve, because you have stayed consistent, not Katie.
No, but I mean, the people that that saw her tweet, they're not going to know that, though, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, I pity Katie because it would have just ended with her apologizing to you for calling you a fraud and accusing you of the medical fraud that she did. It would have stopped right there. She decided to stretch it out. She decided to escalate, but I guess maybe because I don't know why she did that to herself. There's something called Streisand effect, and
which I said to that same thing. I said, look, if she wants to Streisand affect me, that's fine. I already put in my blog. I didn't want to have to deal with anything. I wanted to deal with my own shit, but she kept having more misinformation. I'm like, okay, well, if she wants to put out misinformation, I'll put out the correct information.
Yeah, it's and you're the only one who released the NDA in what was filed on the TRO. She never did that. It was you.
Yeah. Why? And why did I do that? Because it backed up everything I said that I was able to do commentary on all the time. Do you remember how many times Keon would say, "Oh, look, he said her name," and I'm like, "So what?"
Oh yeah, that's not harassment.
Yeah, there's nothing in there that made me but that narrative was I couldn't even talk about her, and I was like, that's bullshit, right?
That was bullshit. I think so. It was within the last year. You have spoken about Katie, and you told us clearly that if it's factual, you're allowed to talk about it.
Yes.
That's what you told us, and I was like, yeah, that's completely fine.
Yep, and
people.
And I didn't even tell you.
Deny that. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm sorry. We have a little lag. God damn, why are you living so far away? Move to the States, will you?
Talk over you.
No, go ahead. There's a huge lag, though, so go ahead.
Yeah, I know. And people who were saying that Steve denied that there was an NDA, he didn't say shit. Yeah, we were the people around Steve, and I will admit, I guessed that there might be an NDA. But
I didn't tell you there was.
Presented it as a fact.
I did not tell you there was an NDA.
No, you didn't. I guessed it on my own that there might be an NDA about it. Mm-hmm. But I never presented it as a fact that there's an NDA. I presented it as my own opinion that there might be an NDA. So we were all just guessing around Steve what actually happened.
Mm-hmm. So, I didn't tell you guys, and you obviously know the reasons why. But here's the thing.
Of course.
What I denied doing was the allegation was that I wanted the NDA and I wanted my lawyer to get in touch with her lawyer to have that NDA. That was Uni's claim. I didn't deny having an NDA. I said I deny it. His version of it, right? Because his version of it was completely wrong. I mean, again,
he was trying to bait you into admitting.
which was fine. But it showed that he was dishonest, right? Which was the whole goal to me to talk to him. If I ever talk to Uni, I to show one thing: it's dishonest. That's it. But did you not? When I was talking to Tea Spiracy, I think I made a very good point. Why the fuck would I make a 77-page Google document for my response, plus 5 other Google documents that about 5 some odd pages long for my response? If I was like, oh, I need to get this, over. I want an NDA. I don't want this to go away. Blah blah. No, I wanted to fight this shit. I spent days.
You requested a hearing.
I
You
spent
requested
days
a
on those
hearing.
Google Docs. And by the way, I don't think some of them have seen my Google Docs. I don't think I've
I don't
shown
think
all
so.
of
I've
them.
seen those.
I don't think I've shown people all of them. I've shown
No, you haven't.
one or two, but I have 5 Google Docs that I have of evidence showing that she lied, showing what she said was wrong.
And that's why I keep asking if she was really feeling harassed to the point of she's saying, oh, didn't she mention like she feared for her life or something?
She
if
mentioned
you're
death
feeling that
threats
way-
4 times, and yet
Yeah.
there was no evidence
So
of death
if you're
threats.
that scared, why didn't you pursue it to the end? Why did you, as soon as, if Steve is the one who asked for India, why did you just take it and only for 1 year?
Right.
Why?
And why not say, oh, okay, and also get rid of your videos about me. Also get rid of your blogs about me. That would never happen. I would, even if that was brought up, I'd be like, oh, no. Which it wasn't. I mean, I'm surprised, but to my knowledge, she never brought that up. At least my lawyer didn't say that she did. I didn't
Carl
talk to her lawyer.
Goldfish is saying, Steve McRae, I think you could have been clearer and should continue to clarify further about the Facebook group, as Uni was reading that message out last night, as if it was something sinister. I
thought it was okay. I mean, I made a good point that it was like, look, this is wise information. I mean, don't put your personal information. What is cult
Yeah,
like?
we've seen what Katie has done to Tina. We saw that. She's put out her full name.
Right. What is cult like about telling people don't put out your private information? That's not cult like. That's normal YouTube stuff. That's internet stuff. Be safe.
Yeah.
No, I have all my personal information out there, which again has me as a disadvantage, right? Because my life's an open fucking book. I have nothing to hide. And it is at my disadvantage because they're on the other side, like the Unirocks of the world, they will do underhanded stuff. They will break the law, I think. They will cross that line. I will not.
Yeah.
I don't think for a second they want it. Yeah.
Yeah, Cal Goldfish is saying, I was in that group and no, you were the only one. You were only trying to warn us, but should clarify. You knew there were trolls in the group. A lot of us were using our real names and accounts, so it was a warning.
Of course, yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And April said, KJ admitted on K-Baxter's life that Miss Noble and Dustin are the only ones anyone has evidence against. If KJ has proved, the FBI would be investigating Steve being the ringleader and all.
Yeah,
listen, I even doubt if she has any evidence against Miss Noble and Dustin also, seriously.
Well, hang on. I don't know anything about Dustin. Absolutely not. However, there is somebody.
Yeah, I've never heard the name.
There is somebody that I can say that I kind of trust that has told me that there is an investigation on Little Miss Noble, and I don't doubt that. I have no reason to doubt it, right? But it has nothing to do with Katie. You know, Katie's not the authorities. So
what I'm saying is that I'm going to be surprised if Katie has some information about an investigation on Miss Noble, unless she's directly involved in it somehow.
No, I don't see why. But I think there probably was an investigation on Little Miss Noble, and probably at Nat too. I think that she actually was questioned. You know, Salt's actually said that she was. So I don't know this person.
KJ needs to come on a panel and answer Steve's questions.
All right, we'll see who this person is. All right, so who's this person? Because this is a new name to me.
Hi, Steve. It's Missy. What's up?
Missy who?
My name, Missy.
Which
Missy
Sullivan. Oh, sorry, did I dox you?
I don't recognize.
It's fine.
I don't recognize the name.
Oh no, I'm like a lurker in your chats. I've been watching you for like 2 years.
Okay, because I'm not going senile. I mean, I could be, but
it's fine.
Right.
No, I wanted to say I think it was really productive tonight. I think that it was good. She didn't let like a lot of trolls overrun it. I love AZ, and I'm someone from that community, but I watch you as well.
Do they know that? They might revoke your card.
Yep. It's fine. I don't get involved.
We'll get your robe
like
later.
that with them.
Sometimes Steve's timing is so shitty at a joke. Seriously.
I think it went well. I think it's good. I don't think. I mean, they're always going to talk. They're always going to have theories. It's I don't think anything bad happened tonight. I think you explained your points well, and she had good questions, and it went great.
So let me ask you this: you're basically saying that the pros outweighed any cons.
Oh yeah,
okay. And I agree with that.
So.
I think that Tea Spiracy did a great job. I'm impressed. I have nothing negative actually even comment on. I don't think that I wouldn't have changed anything. I don't think. I mean, she did the best she could on the limited time she had to prepare.
Yeah,
but
I
she
know
kept,
that kind of frustrated you,
right.
but
yeah, it's okay though. I mean, it is what it is. But she ran her channel the way she wanted to run it, and she did a great job on it. What else could I have asked for?
I think it's pretty much her first interview ever, so I'm proud of her.
Wow, that's I did not know that.
Yeah. She's kind of new in these YouTube streets, like a little bit a year old, but I think she was fair, and she has her theories, but she's not like too crazy about them, and she's kind of funny about them, and she doesn't take this stuff too seriously, where everybody else in the community is just like nail them to the cross, like
Well, that's
so
the
crazy
difference
about
in
it.
communities, right? We're not. Here's the thing about, and I do call it our community here. We have a community. We have people who've been around for a very long time. We don't play games of gotcha, right? I mean, granted, on the non sequitur show is kind of nice every so often to get a gotcha moment on a flat earther. Not going to front, but I don't really want that on this particular channel. We're not there to gotcha. We're like, okay, using your own reasoning, your own logic, your own words, your own argumentation. Let's show why you're wrong and shove it up your ass, kind of thing. That's how I run, my philosophy and science stuff. When I get a flat earther in here, I'm like, okay, let's go with your conjecture here, kind of thing. Which, by the way, has been a very long time. But yeah, the other side though, that's all they care about. They want the story. They don't want the facts.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I have to agree with that.
I mean, are you
guess
entertained
they
by
want
that as a
facts,
curiosity?
but, I mean, I do want the facts, but it seems like impossible to get to because facts are muddled by emotions, and I don't know. I mean,
no, you got a good point. No, I think you're absolutely right. It is hard to get to the facts, and this is why when somebody does make a claim, somebody does say something, they should back it up with something. It doesn't have to be like foolproof. It doesn't have to be like, oh, let me give you a mathematical proof. But it has to be something substantive to say, look, this is the reasons why I believe this. Even if it's weak evidence, it has to be something. I don't see any evidence coming from any of those sides that isn't contorted and twisted and manipulated. I mean, even tonight, the narrative was, oh, look, Steve lied about the NDA. Go watch Augie's video. It's very clear that I was not talking about whether there's an NDA or not. It was very clear that Uni, because I went back and watched it today. Uni had said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I just think they harp on that point to try to discredit you in some way, to not believe
look how much it
anything you say.
Look how much backfires. Because anybody, again, there's objective matters to be had. Anybody can go watch Augie's video, and the claim was, I want an NDA, and I sent my lawyer over to talk to her lawyer. That's what he said. And that's what I was saying. That never happened.
I know you didn't watch Uni's stream last night.
No, I didn't.
and I suffered through it with AZ, and it was torture.
I did see a clip on Twitter, though, of him saying that
Why did you do that to yourself?
I don't know.
Man.
It was so painful. I mean, I just laugh at him, but because it's ridiculous. But he's so... he didn't even know what he was reading while he was reading it, and his
surprise. He just cooked up a story around it, didn't he?
It would just be funny if you guys watched it, because it's so insane.
Nah, I'm not getting tortured.
I know, but I mean, I don't think anybody takes Unirock seriously, though. I think they watch him like a shock jock, for entertainment.
I agree with you, except for the hardcore dumb shits out there. There are some stupid people. But let me ask you this, because I'm curious.
I mean,
he said, because I saw this in a clip. Okay, that's the only way I know anything about Unirock's channels.
Okay, Steve, I'm gonna head out.
All right, thank you, Mani. We love you.
No worries. Thanks for having me. Welcome, Missy.
He has said something along the lines of that we were trying to kill Katie Joy.
I don't know.
It's bizarre.
Insane.
Absolutely bizarre.
He was reading screenshots wrong, thinking this person was that person. Everybody had to correct him in chat. His own person that was on live stream was constantly correcting him. He was like, smoking up the whole time. I mean, he said CBD, but I'm sorry, that's THC. He was confused as hell.
So,
And just,
is it just for entertainment value?
I think that's why people watch him. Like AZ says all the time, he's just stupid funny. And that's why people watch him.
I get that. I understand the entertainment value. But at the same time, it gives him a view and enables him to do these things, which are harmful. He has crossed the lines many times. He has made very, very just disgusting allegations.
Of course,
and that harms
He's
people.
gross.
And so, I think the people that watch his live chats are enabling that. And I'm not trying to be this moral, high ground on it. He likes those live numbers. He wants those big numbers, right? That's all he gives a shit about.
Oh yeah, that's why he's doing all of this.
Absolutely.
I mean, 100%.
Kawasa for Super Chat says, when somebody says, quote, I watched that show, and everybody goes, quote, oh, honey, I'm so sorry for you. You know that show's at the end game.
It was so long and it was so stupid. I just couldn't.
Do you think somebody should make a highlight reel just to distill it down?
I mean, I wish I could. He was actually seeing messages that KJ sent him, but and he was interpreting them completely wrong. He didn't know who was talking on who. KJ was constantly correcting him in chat. It was just I'm sorry,
how do they even get along? I mean, they hate each other.
Yeah, I thought he hated her, dude.
They do. They don't like each other.
Oh, who? Uni hates Katie?
Yeah, they do not like each other.
That's the big theory, is that they plan this all for
I know, I've heard that too. I don't
blah,
believe
blah,
it.
blah. Yeah, I don't know. He's just on, whatever gets him view train. I think Uni's out for himself and he'll do whatever he can do.
I do agree with that, yes.
Get, views. And it's working for him. So he's like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're spot on. I cannot find fault with that.
I really wish you would have debated him, because you wrecked him in Augie's live stream, and I
think I did a pretty good job
stream.
too. I know Unirock's techniques. Okay, Unirock does what's called bird dog. I think it's called bird dogging. Is the term for it? If I'm not mistaken, are you familiar with that term, bird dogging?
I've heard it before, but I'm not technical on it.
Bird dogging is interrupting somebody every second or two to get them off their train of thought.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And
he doesn't even have a train of thought. He's bird dogging himself constantly.
Yeah, he has no coherent line of reasoning. He'll never let somebody actually have a coherent line of reasoning. He'll keep interrupting people. And then he plays a little mic game. Oh, I'm having mic troubles. I'm having headphone troubles. I know his shtick. Right, his shtick has been long since known from people how he does that. So I don't see any benefit. I mean, if we had an actual fair debate, yeah, of course I would destroy him. I mean, he has no evidence for anything, and I would just be like, okay, here's your claim, here's your evidence, and I'd use everything that we talked about last night, for him to show why he thinks his argument is sound, right? And we all know that's not. He makes things up.
Oh.
No, it was so funny last night. I have to tell you, if I can find a clip, I'll send it to you, but I'm not very good at that kind of thing. But
are you on my Twitter? Do I know you on Twitter?
I think I follow you on Twitter. I'll send you a message or something. But he has this thing last night where somebody brought up the Augie live stream while he was live streaming, and he was making so many excuses why he couldn't play it. He was like, I need a timestamp. I need to know the timestamp. And I was just sitting there and I was like,
I gotta go look
listen, anything you play on that is going to be horrible. And somebody could have been trolling him and sending him that clip, but he couldn't watch it in the live stream, and he had no mods to look at it for him.
Oh, wow.
So he was like, oh yeah, I totally wrecked Steve in that live stream. If you guys want me to, I'll totally play it. And we were like,
gotta find that.
Over and over again, we kept asking him, play the clip that your subscriber sent you. play that, and he wouldn't do it.
Excited.
Well, I have a similar thing. Nate, the dishonest lawyer, has, I guess, told people that we debated. I've never debated him.
Loyal.
He's been on my channel, but that's not a debate. I showed that he was wrong. I actually have the screenshots of him admitting that he was wrong in his logic. And, it's like, how does a conversation on my channel turn into debate? Debates to me are formal. When I do a debate, it is something that is labeled as a debate, right? And I've done numerous debates. But
I totally understand. I'm just saying, on that live stream, you owned him, and he doesn't want to play it, even though he said he ruled you. And they all called you a boomer and all this stuff. That's not what happened.
Okay.
I listened to that whole.
They hate him, Missy. I can tell you right now that they hate him. Augie and Tipster all think he's a joke.
I know. That's why I kept asking him.
I'm well aware of that. Yeah.
And I was like, please play the clip. And he would just change the subject. And everybody was like, yeah, you should play that whole live stream and commentate on. And he's like, oh, if you guys want that, I totally will. I guarantee you he will never play that.
No.
Ever on his channel.
No, he got wrecked twofold. Because as a horrible human being that Creepshow Art is, she destroyed him.
She did.
Yeah.
Obliterated him.
Completely. So did Bo Black. I was like, damn, Bo Black. It was, I was loving it. It was hysterical to me.
Well, he's not,
but
we're not dealing with a very sharp individual. He's dumb. Unirock is stupid.
Well, he thinks he is. This is what he says to his community, that he is, a guy who's out there, moderating for the people, bringing YouTube creators together. Before that, he debunked every conspiracy theory ever. That's what he does. And he said last night, one day you guys are going to miss me because I'm not going to be in this community.
What community?
To bring you all together.
He's in his own little community of toxicity. He's not in my community. These people... It would
just be funny, Steve, if you watched it and laughed. Oh, God. Just laugh. You would laugh.
All right, I will tell you what.
It's ridiculous.
Missy, first of all, how long is that video?
Oh, God, too long. I know you don't have time for that, but
I'll find the clip and send it to him.
No, hang on.
There's so many.
Is there some highlights? Throughout the thing or something.
I'll look through it if I have time tomorrow.
Maybe if I do, I'll do it on my alt channel because I don't want to I don't want to deal with him on this channel. He's not worth it.
I don't think you'd want to do it anyway. I just wish I had the time to send you clips because it was just so funny. And the thing he did about chess was supposed to debate him or something, and
have a discussion with him. Yeah, he chickened out, ran like he does. That's his third time doing it too.
Yeah,
he said she did that. That he waited
chess
for
runs
all night.
from no one. No. She was literally live streaming on her channel, saying, "Here's the Discord. Come on in."
We saw that. AZ and I were laughing about it. We were like, oh my God, he's here telling everyone Chess will not show up because she's scared. And he said that last night. And I was like, we were here waiting. She was waiting. We saw her channel waiting for you.
And Missy, I gave my word. And people know, I mean very sincerely, when I give my word, I will do whatever it takes to fulfill my obligations for that. Because I think it means something to me. And it means something to my viewers. I gave them my word. I would allow Unirock at 10 o'clock Eastern time to come into the Hangout to talk to Chesh. He didn't show.
Yeah.
It was stupid. On his channel, he was like, I won't message her because she stood me up. And we were like, Uni, what do you care? And he's like, no, Steve has to DM me. I unblocked him. It was just
why would I unblock somebody that I don't want to have anything to do with, that I think is a horrible human being?
It was
just
stupid.
Ridiculous.
I think he just says he wants to debate you just so he can say it.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. He has no intent. And look, if I ever actually did say, okay, come on in, I'll have a one-on-one with you, he'll find a way to get out of that because he knows I would wreck him. He's an idiot.
Well, that's what he did when Chess was streaming. He at least pushed.
Yeah,
I know,
he
you're
did.
absolutely,
He
yes.
loses.
And all last night, he was just saying, trashing her up and down. Like, I won't speak to her ever again. I'm never gonna blah blah blah. She had my stream waiting for like, and I'm like, AZ and I were in both streams listening. Like, this never happened, Uni. Like, what are you talking about?
I gotta tell you, I know a lot of my some of my fandom don't like Tea Spiracy, but I gotta tell you, I like her.
Oh, she's a real one. She's really cool, Steve.
She's a straight shooter, and I think that maybe that turns off people. She's blunt. And do I think that she has a some misapprehensions or about misconceptions about Tina and Aaron? Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
but
she
it happens.
doesn't know really like what's going on. And she's honest about that. She hasn't been following the community like we all have for like many years. So it's like she gets like the TLDR and tries to catch up, but she doesn't have all the evidence. She doesn't know everything, but she's open to everything.
And I respect that.
That's what's important.
Long story too.
Yeah, I respect that. I think that that was notable, and that's one of the reasons why she had asked me, why did you want to come on my channel? She's not the biggest channel out there by any stretch of imagination, but
for sure.
It was because I liked the way she conducted herself. That's it. That's really the big thing. I mean, sure, there's other reasons, but I think it was the main reason was I picked her as I watched her videos. I liked what she was saying, and I thought, okay, this is a kind of a good way to bring goodwill to that side, to people that maybe don't listen to my channel but can see that, look, I'm not the person that Unirock and Katie and the rest of them trying to portray me to be. Matter of fact, April, who I don't know in the live chat, because I didn't know who you were, and you say you've been around a while, but I'll take your word for that. She says, I wasn't familiar with Steve, and people always compared him to Ren, which is, I think, something.
You're gonna end up in the news.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to
He's
say
another shock jock.
Yeah,
that
she says,
everybody's like screaming over.
She says, since listening to Steve, he's nothing like Ren. I feel bad for even thinking that they could be.
Oh my god!
I've only heard him. Look, I've only heard him once, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
Listen, it's like
just there's
a place in YouTube for everyone, but Ren got involved with this community and
Not
then
with me.
No, not you.
Okay.
With the tea community, like Katie Joy. I mean, whatever
community.
it is.
Yeah, call that the tea community because I'm not in the tea community.
Right. But he was kind of like building friendships, and then he just trashed everybody. He like scorched the earth. He was
pretty bad.
Everybody.
Yes.
It was really bad. Yeah. But like, I have to say, I've listened to him before, and I find him hysterical. So I think that makes me a bit of a bad person. But I know what he's doing. He's trying to build his channel. He thinks he's like a shock jock.
Yeah, Howard Stern, like Howard Stern kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why anybody takes him seriously. But if he goes into, I think what changed the whole thing is he started doxing people for real life. And then that kind of, it was like hard to defend him, know?
Hey, by the way, hang on. By the way, we got a lurker. Tea Spiracy's lurking. We're talking about you, Tea Spiracy.
AZ, love you, girl. You did such a good job.
You should hear all the things Missy's saying about you, T. You should hear it. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's crap.
No, I love her. She's a real one.
I would talk to Ren. I don't know why I won. And she says, thanks, guys. I wanted to be fair because this is wild. And she ain't kidding. I would love for Steve and Ren to talk. I have talked to him. I have never talked to Ren, but I did communicate with him in a live chat once because I was like, I've heard of you. I don't know who you are, but hi. And that was about it.
I've been on his channel a few times,
have you?
But it's
Brandon, I have seen you there, dude. You're really fair. You're a nice dude.
He's a great guy.
You're really supportive.
Brandon has been a longtime supporter of this channel. A really sweet guy. I mean, he's just a really sweet guy.
Yeah, he's always fair.
He just rants and raves too much for me.
Yeah, he'll get loud.
The only
Look
reason
at
I'm
Gracie.
I don't know what I
online
would
the way
talk to
I am
Ren
is
about,
because of
though.
Steve.
I don't either.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I did because of what? What I do? I didn't do it.
Well,
you didn't help me out.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
I said the only reason I'm online the way I am is because of you, man.
I appreciate that. I try to help people. I mean, that's what I like to do. I mean, it gets me
yeah,
in
I
trouble.
mean, if
though.
you guys talked and anything went wrong, he'd make a song about you, and then every day make a
Yeah.
video and call you out. But he
Yeah. So
he would
Unirock
just-
You
too.
don't know.
No, I know, but he would have no facts. I mean, he would just sing a song about you and be like, "Come and get it," but like over nothing.
No.
Yeah, I see.
He
I don't.
wouldn't
But see,
even know who you
but see,
are.
that stuff doesn't work with me. Uni has been baiting me for a year, and I just go, whatever. I don't give a shit. He's. I mean, go. If you get a chance, tell me how many videos he has with my name in it. I'm kind of curious. I'm
Oh my!
I don't know. I don't watch all his videos.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
I
so-
can't take that much crap,
Bullshit?
but
It's but what you do
Yeah.
watch is entertaining. Without a crystal ball's commentary. Without any crystal balls, not crystal ball says Tea Spiracy. Katie Joy just tweeted about you and a bully trash.
oh my
Being
god,
a bully trash etc FYIW of what is worth. So Kate, let me understand that. So Tea Spiracy, who I think did an amazing job, especially if I just found out has never interviewed somebody before. Katie, that makes her trash. How does that work?
it's Katie, Steve. Why do you
I
even
do.
have a question?
Well, I mean, hey,
Like,
look.
mean,
If
why does
Unirock can be
anything
entertaining,
about-
I can find the shit that Katie says entertaining me sometimes. Because like, what?
I mean,
What?
she's just on one. Listen, she's gonna be tweeting the whole night.
Oh, she's
I
fun.
mean,
I've already got
she's
people
gonna
messaging
be on
me. She's
one.
fun.
It's I can't. I mean, she's never going to be happy with anybody. If people help her, she hates them. If people, her own subscribers, she hates.
Yeah.
She hates everything. I mean, what are you going to do?
So
what are you going to do with Katie?
Apparently, they're going to make Tea Spiracy or me or both of us famous. From what I understand, they're going to the media
Ooh.
and talk about all the online cults and fundraisers and
Wait,
harassment.
Who's going to make you guys famous?
Katie Joyce says we're going to make you so fucking famous, and everyone is going to know exactly who you are. Game on. And I'm thinking.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking she's talking about Tea Spiracy. I don't know. Somebody.
I don't know.
I got two people
I
send this
mean-
to me, but I don't know the context because I don't
I would
follow her
be-
on shit. I don't watch her videos. I don't have her on Twitter. I swear to God Almighty that may or may not exist because I'm agnostic. Everything I ever get on Katie, people send me. Same thing with Unirock. I maybe watch him occasionally. I will admit that, but it's very, very rare. And when I do, I'm like, fucking kill me. But I sat through 5 minutes of Unirock and wanted to, put a pencil in my ear.
I would just put under her comment, "Thanks, Katie. You're awesome." I mean, do that.
What is it that she wants to make
whatever.
Tea Spiracy famous for? I mean,
I
if she
don't-
wants to
she's
like
so-
Tea Spiracy,
she's-
what'd you do?
She's been so nice to Katie, and it never pays off being nice to Katie. So I mean, just let her. She's just gonna spin out to oblivion forever.
Because here's the thing with me, I literally have very little. I mean, I have nothing to lose. I mean, I just don't, which is fine. I know everything I put out is the truth. As much as possible, I can give people evidence for. Obviously, I don't share private information, but I know everything I put out has been on the up and up. I know this for a fact. I'm not scared of a goddamn thing when it comes to that. And what the hell is somebody going to get from me? Like, I keep on kidding around, but they think it's not the case. But I literally use Cool Whip bowls for shit. I mean, I fucking people used to kid. People's like, "Oh, Steve lives in a closet." I have a very small room that I moved out from. I'm no longer going to be in that room. But still, it's like, what are people going to get from me? I don't understand. What am I going to lose? I don't have a car even.
This is what happened last night. People are against you because of what Aaron did, and they think it's foul. And that's not you. That's Aaron.
And I
They
told
can
her
have
I
issues
wouldn't
with
have done it
Aaron.
myself, right?
I know.
If somebody
I
doesn't like what Aaron
agree.
did, they can take it up with Aaron. I'm not her keeper.
I agree.
Yeah.
But this is what AZ says all the time. Fuck you all. Sorry, may I? Oh, well, I already cussed. Sorry.
I did the same thing on Tea Spiracy. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, wait a minute, can I say that? Is our done?
Okay, sorry. I don't know.
Go ahead. I don't know.
But she
Good
addresses
now.
the whole tea
Yeah.
community. She's like, F you all, because guess what you did? All this community, you made people feel sorry again for Katie Joy and let her victimize herself again. So F all of you that are doing all this shit, because that's exactly what she wants. And she's going to run this into the ground forever as long as she can get away with
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
She's
And that's
going to
why
lie and always get caught in lies and still
and
lie
nobody's going to care.
and make up other lies. And yeah, exactly.
Why do you think I wrote in my
Sorry about-
blog? I was done. I was like, I want to do science videos and philosophy videos. I don't give a shit about this tea crap. I hate it, to be honest with you.
I
But
mean,
when-
I get it, but it does get views. I mean, nobody can say it doesn't. I mean, people love that shit.
I cannot disagree with that. However, you gotta say what's come more important to you: getting views, talking about this kind of shit, or stuff that I actually really enjoy doing. And this is nothing that I really enjoy doing. The only reason I think that it, like in my case, it gets views and maybe I get something out of it is because we use it as an educational tool. We say, look, we want to teach people how to spot bad actors, how to spot narcissists, how to spot people that are manipulating people, and how is better to do that than have real life examples, right?
Of course, that's why there's so many like just channels on KJ just playing her own Instagram lives. There's like,
and I have not watched an Instagram live from her in over a year.
Oh, don't ever! I mean,
a year it's been. I mean, I don't think people even.
It's ridiculous.
Are people still like doing her Instagram clips? Because all the ones I see being clipped.
Wooden Eagle does. AZ can tell you a
and
bunch
I follow
of them.
Wooden Eagle, and I don't remember seeing that many Instagram stuff. What I see is I see the hangouts that Llama Girl does. But I don't see a lot of Instagram shit. Oh, she's God, she's wonderful.
AZ, if you're still in chat, who's the big one? Something Cactus, someone that posts on the Reddit site. She's funny. Oh man, I feel so bad. I can't remember her name right now, but she's really funny. If you go on the Reddit site for Katie,
I haven't been on there
they
in
post
ages.
a lot of her. Oh well, I mean, I get it. Why would you? But
I don't because I don't follow any of this shit, and I haven't bothered with any of this shit until people, that people send me stuff. But it's like, okay, this got over with. I want to do a one and done blog, part 2, to explain to people, which I said because I kept my promise. I said, look, when this is over, I will explain to people what happened. I did that, and I was like, I don't want to have to write a part 3. I am done with this. But of course, we see that's not the case because it's constantly bullshit that's flying out from that side.
It's never ending. I mean, it's going to be somebody else tomorrow. I mean, there's going to be, this will go on and on and on and on until somebody really knows there's an FBI investigation. And like, who really cares? Like, why does the FBI even care about this shit? Like, I mean,
They don't.
have shit to do?
I mean, when I understand there was an FBI investigation, but it has
ridiculous.
nothing to do with what they're thinking it is.
I think it's ridiculous because none of these people will ever do anything. They get away with everything. It's some of these people do it to themselves. I mean, it's just a never-ending cycle of bullshit for them to talk about.
Until an Emily Artful comes along and does something along the lines of that what she did to the Creep Show Art, which
exactly.
was
click this link, bitch.
That was good. Yeah. Okay. So you know about that little. It is her thing. Yeah. Brilliant. So yeah, she did a masterful thing on that, and. Jimmy Snow, all of a sudden, he's getting just attacked left and right as the piece of crap that I knew him to be. I mean, I
don't know who Jimmy Snow is. Sorry, Steve, that's on my blind side.
Well, let me fill you in here real quick. Remember how Katie was a co-host on Sequitur show? Mm-hmm. Well, so was Jimmy. So was Jimmy Snow, Mr. Atheist.
Oh, Mr. Atheist, I have heard him.
Yeah, and so he's getting crapped on because. Not quite the sweet, wholesome person that he was, coming across as. He is a manipulator. He's a narcissist. He's a self-admitted narcissist. And so. Did you used to be friends with him, or you just used to debate him? No, we were friends. I would have said we were friends.
I asked you. I sent AZ a super chat, like on YouTube on the far side. and this is always like, I don't even know if you could answer this simply, but I was always wondering, like, I know friends are super important to you, that why do you think that so many like former friends of yours have like defected? Do you think it's just because you don't agree on debating, or do you think it's like
No, I know exactly why.
jealousy, or
No, I know exactly why.
what do you think it is?
About I'm guessing about 5 years ago. Don't get me on the timeline, okay? But somewhere around that ballpark. I mean, how long ago was the non sequitur? We started in 2017, right? So it was before that. So, anyways, there was a group of people that myself, my producer Bullinator, and Res Rhetoric used to associate with. There was a lot of them. There was a I would say a good 24, I guess, people. They love to talk shit about people. They love to go after people. They love to be basically trolling. But it was when we knew them, it was light trolling kind of stuff, right? I mean, it's harmless kind of stuff for the most part. Then they escalated. They started doing things in real life. They started going after somebody named G-Man in his real life, and I realized they were not the people we thought they were. They weaponized. We had another death in our community. Somebody who I cared about very much. She was a confidant.
Are you talking about
before my producer?
Not Bull. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say her name, but it doesn't matter. But they all went to her funeral, and all of them made it about them. It was I didn't go, and I said, look, I will pay my respects my own way, but I'm not going to be around those people. They're horrible fucking people. And Reg went, and it was miserable for him. They made his life hell. They made it all about them, and all these people are one big group. Half the people you see on Twitter that are trolling come from that group from that many years ago.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm saying. What happened? Why did you fall out with them?
Because we realized they were shitty people.
Real life? I mean,
well, we just realized they were shitty fucking people. I mean, I don't want to be around those kind of toxic people. And we
did
said
that just come out eventually? Because
yeah, pretty much.
I
mean, it's hard to say because it was over a period of time, but I was just like, look, I want nothing to do with you people. We walked away. They have been harassing us for 5 years or something now because of that. It's the same group of people, and by the way, it's all the people that Katie Joy named, and says, oh look, these people, look at Fiona, look at Exod, look at Laura. These are all people from that group.
Oh, so that Katie was in that group as
Katie
well?
was not in that group. No, they all latched onto her.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering what happened with I mean, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want, but Nate seems like a really cool guy. Do you know why you guys stopped?
Nate is. Hang on, I remember I said I only got an hour thing, so hang on one sec. Let me give you guys a new link. One sec. I don't know why it's only an hour. It shouldn't be. This is a business account. So give me one sec. I will put a new link in the video description. My apologies, because they're not in here, so they're not hearing me. They don't know what's going on. So get a new link. Oh, maybe I wasn't on my business account. Well, it's not really my business account, it's Paul's, but whatever. Let me start a new hangout here in 1 second. I was wondering why it was only been an hour. I don't think I was on that account. It shouldn't have been. New meeting. Meets. Join now. I got hacked. Ah, that's funny. There we go. That's the new meet. So come on into that one. No. Sorry about that. I'm waiting for Missy to come back in because I don't have her contact information. Yeah, I must have been on my other account because this one doesn't expire. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna blame the hackers. You saw it. Manya hacked my Hangout. Did you see that? Did you see that? I saw it. Don't let her gaslight you. It's her. When did Missy go? I want to continue with her. She asked me a question. I want to answer it. So, and Come on, come in the link here, somebody. I got dead air while waiting for her. And I have no way to contact her to tell her that the meeting was over only an hour. Is she even in the live chat? You can't get in that other hangout. It no longer exists. I don't see her. I don't see any Missy in the live chat. There we go. There we go. Yay! Sorry about that. I was on my wrong account, I think, because it.
Yo.
You look at Missy hacked me. You saw it. Hackers around.
I did it. I'm gonna be on fire tomorrow.
She got mad skills. All right, so let me answer your question. Okay, so Nate, I think, is one of the most duplicitous, dishonest people I've ever met in my life.
Ouch.
I have evidence of this. This is not, something I don't take lightly. But I mean, if you go watch Cheshire's video where this was like last Friday or 2 Fridays ago on Feckless Friday or whatever the hell she calls it. Nate put out a tweet that, he said, oh, well, talk about me and other people. They don't think I'm a real lawyer because I'm black. No one's ever said that. Never. He played a race card. That's duplicitous.
Wait, he said you said that?
He said, yeah, he was talking about me and Cheshire.
Well,
and other
he
people.
said that the members of a cult, and we know that that's the latest narrative about Steve
Right.
and us. So
Right.
Oh my God, is Manya back?
Yes.
yeah,
Hi, Manya.
Wow.
I was able to finish early.
So Nate only cares about views. He will
Missy,
use.
I'm tired. Don't mind me if I sound like a bitch. Sorry. I'm so tired right now.
Oh,
You can continue now, Steve.
Thank you.
pobrecito.
Pobrecito. Oh, I like that word.
Pobrecita.
Pobrecita, yeah. Pobrecita.
Oh, could be pobrecito.
it
You
doesn't
don't know
matter.
Manya's life.
I don't know what she identifies with today.
Yeah, exactly.
En inglés, por favor. Yo estudié 4 años en escuela, pero no me gusta.
Listen, you and Katie Joy could bond over Spanish.
Cállate su boca.
That was her,
Cállate su boca.
that was
Cabrón.
her major. That was her major.
Tú es muy
in
loco.
college. Yeah, just give her those. Que rico Taco Bell.
Yo tengo una gatos en mis pantalones.
You got it.
So
This is the way you guys can communicate. This is what was missing.
I was starting to like you, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Yeah.
So real quick, back to Nate. Nate, like I said, I showed Nate to be horribly wrong in his logic years ago, and he never got over it. It was me, Dr. Malpass, Bert Pohl, Ozymandias, Ramses II. We all kind of explained to him he sucks at philosophy, and he sucks at logic. And I have him admitting that we were right. I mean, he was like, "Yes, I'm right." However, his words, they wanted him to fight me to the death on this. They wanted the drama. And I have blocked him on my Facebook. He made fake accounts to try to troll me and my producer on my Facebook account. I have evidence of that in a video.
Is this just like an ego thing then? Like
it is pure ego.
Ow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got everything wrong about the non sequitur showcase. I have him saying that
It's a power trip for Nate.
He said
It's
there was never a
power trip.
business?
He thinks, if I may, Steve, it's a power trip for him because he wants to show off that he has a large number of subscribers and views, as if that contribute towards anyone's credibility. Oh yeah, we knew Shane Dawson was credible at one point. So it's a power move. He's trying to demonstrate that he can get away with anything. That's what it is. He will twist things people say, and because he's realized that now Steve is a smaller channel than him, he can get away with anything. So,
Yeah,
and that's
I agree.
That's disgusting.
1,000%, because I don't have the audience he has. I don't have the audience any of them have, and all of them centered around the non sequitur show. In fact, we've helped promote Nate's channel. Well, he was on another show, but I mean, we helped promote initially because we hadn't had a huge falling out that bad. It was okay.
So,
he recognized he was wrong, and I was like, okay, whatever. But then he escalated it, and then
the biggest factor was he was humiliated.
Yeah, I think
he
so.
Feels that you guys humiliated him.
I think so, and it's also he was friends with somebody that I care about a lot, and she didn't even really know me at the time. She actually knew him, and she sided with me on a lot of things, and he didn't like that. He got pissed at that. And then
And then
he
it
made
just
he made the
escalated, picking apart everybody's character and
what's
stuff.
worse than that.
and
He
it just went-
made the statement that we had said that he had physically assaulted her. We never said that. Nobody's ever said that. He makes all these weird fucking claims that never ever happened. That's why when you say, okay, where's this evidence for this? Right? Where's the claim that we said that she physically assaulted somebody? Where's the claim that we ever said he couldn't be a lawyer because he was black? Where's the evidence for any of this? It doesn't exist. And so,
But isn't that at his core? Like, that's what changed everything, was that debate?
it wasn't a debate. I never debated him.
Or your
my discussion with him on my
conversation.
channel, which is still up.
I
That he had.
when
Hang on one second.
when Nate made. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
He had taken out of context, and I called him Captain Clippy. He takes hatchet jobs. As a matter of fact, I still have all these screenshots of me leaving video comments that he had pinned saying, oh, good job, Nate, on your hatchet job, how you took things out of context willfully for views, that kind of stuff. And this was like from 3-4 years ago. He's been that way ever since. He's never not been that way.
I'm saying, I think at the core of this, even though, guys,
He got his ego
so
hurt.
logical, yes,
Yeah, I
and
agree with
but
that.
they have feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
No, we
he
don't.
felt humiliated.
We are not saying that his other work might not be valid or legit.
Oh, sure.
We're not saying that.
Yeah.
It's just that with Steve, he has some axe to grind, and
Oh,
he makes
huge.
it quite apparent.
Right, but that's
Okay.
what
Yeah.
There's
I
kind of a
gotcha.
core to it.
Right.
That's all I was
No,
asking.
no, I think you're right, Missy. I
Like,
think you're
what the
definitely
core
right.
to it.
Yeah, you're all right. And when I asked, when Nate made that claim on Twitter, he made that tweet saying that somehow a cult, I don't know, I still don't know if he's referring to us or not, but he said some cult members claim that he can't be a lawyer because of his ethnicity.
Mhm.
I quoted him on Twitter and I said, show, don't tell. That's the short version of, can you present the evidence, please, instead of just putting it, making claims. He blocked me.
Yep.
Immediately after that, he blocked me.
You ask people for evidence they don't have, they'll block you. And somebody also said he falsely accused her of stalking him, which is a serious accusation. Absolutely. He accused somebody that I cared about. And he knows he can't get to me, but he goes after people that I know, right?
And apparently he ignored the ethnicity of this person
I
that
was gonna
Steve
get
is
there.
talking
I was gonna
about,
get there.
who's half black.
I was going to get there. You spoiled it for me.
Well, Steve, you gotta catch up, mate.
I know, I'm slow. But
Now you got it.
But yeah, he accused her of stalking them, and then admits they've only had 4 tweets to each other, but they were friends prior to the Non Sequitur show.
Yeah.
Before I even knew this other person, they knew each other. So this narrative that people are saying, oh well, he was only doing stuff in the case. No, he knew her and me long before Non Sequitur, and I didn't know her, and so. Yeah, it's bullshit that he can make the allegations she's stalking me. He also said that I ordered her to say that he assaulted her. He makes shit like that. He knows that's bullshit, right? I mean, he's just a dishonest person. And he also things again with the Non Sequitur show. He said there was no business. He got that wrong. That shows he's a shitty lawyer. He said that the service was bad. He's a shitty lawyer. He got that wrong. Right? These are things, facts, and evidence. He by the way, he deleted a lot of videos on that, but we have actually the screenshots, obviously, of him saying these things. So,
Right.
yeah.
But I mean, I think he's moved on from it. No?
he's what?
I mean, that he's moved on.
This
from
was like 2 weeks
or-
ago.
Oh, well, maybe not.
This was 2 weeks ago. He was saying the things about.
Okay, I don't follow
And as
him
far
on
as the
Twitter, I don't
colorism,
know.
he said that because she was white, her accusations of assault, not from him, but her prior assaults from other people, couldn't it be that credible? He knew that she was half black. I mean, it's bullshit. It's everything he does is manipulative. But anyways, that's my. You asked me a question. There's my experiences with Nate, and yes, I have a lot of screenshots to back it up.
No, I feel you. I mean, I just think a lot of it is like debating gets heated and everybody has their points and and then it turns into something else. I mean, but I think if, everybody has feelings. If they feel like they're hurt or humiliated or whatever, or not heard, then maybe they do. I don't know. It just
But you can
seems-
see why I want nothing to do with him, right? I mean,
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying you should be friends with
Thank
him.
you.
But, I mean, duh, I don't think he's trying to be friends with you either. I think it's just it is
Oh, no,
unfortunate.
he's just on a power trip.
he's a troll. No, he was part of that troll group that we left. He was part of my great debate community that I had on G+. That's how long I've known him. And he was part of that group. He likes to troll people. He likes to fuck with people.
Yeah, he's a troll.
That group
And
likes to
now
fuck
that
with
he's
people.
got that large audience, he can now bully smaller creators if he wants to. And that's like a typical, if I may say, I'm not making any claims. It's my personal opinion. It's like, I don't know if it's a narcissist who does that. I don't know. There's a certain personality type that does that. Isolate one person, they want to bully or abuse or harass. And that's what he's trying to do with Steve.
I think it's just obvious that he's not over it. Whatever happened between you and him, he's
well, then
not
why is it Steve's problem? He is making it Steve's problem.
I don't think it's Steve's fault. I think anybody...
No, I'm just saying that...
But
I'm not saying anything about you. I'm saying about Nate. He's making it Steve's problem.
But look who he gets involved with, right?
That's wrong.
He's gotten involved with the certain people from the ACA that I have issues with. He's gotten involved with Katie. He got involved with Kyle. He interjected himself in the lawsuit. He actually was the one that made a manipulative video that Kyle used to try to promote fraud on the court by saying that he moved to get out of a default judgment when he never moved. That was Nate that made that video for him. That was Nate that he contacted. That's in the court record. So why is it that Nate is involving himself with my lawsuit, telling Kyle, hey, here's a video of Steve saying this that supports your bullshit claim that has come out in court that he lied about. Nate helped him with that. That's a fact. That is not just opinion. That is in the court record.
Yeah, he's got a hate boner for you. I was just wondering why. And I hear it.
Ask you
the
whole
I got it. No, I got it. I think a lot of people wonder about that. Like
you can't say that I don't answer questions, right?
how you fell out with a lot of people.
Us nicely. Oh, this is so nice.
Oh no, I'm just curious. I'm a curious person.
I love that. No, hey,
you're asking so nicely. You're not sea lining. You're not doing anything.
I don't have a judgment on any of this. I watch everybody.
People are asking who you are.
Cool.
I mean, you guys didn't attack me because I said I watched you stream. Like, you know.
Do you want to tell people who you are? People don't recognize your voice, and I don't have anything on the screen. So can you just tell people who you are?
Yeah, there are 4 people in the live chat.
Yeah, we know who Monty is.
Oh, I'm Missy. That's my real name. Yeah, her name. Sorry, everybody troll me now.
So her name's
everybody say hi to Missy.
Hi, Missy. So
hi,
Missy, I guess Missy's been a lurker, never been in the channel before.
Oh, totally. Steve, I'm a boomer too. Can you tell me what a LARPer is? I have no idea what a LARPer is.
I'm a Gen X though. I'm proud of it. A LARPer is a live action role play person who actually basically lives a storyline. Right, and treats it as a storyline. When Unirock runs these fantastic stories, he's putting himself in that story. He's making a live action role play. He wants these stories to be, like true, and he lives them as if they're true. That's LARPing. I mean, that's the one type of LARPing.
Okay.
Other ones that go out and they do like sword play and like Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of stuff.
Oh my God, my husband is a former. Thank God he's recovered. But no, I'm not. I'm actually a Gen Xer too, but people just call anybody over 40.
You don't
boomers,
no. You don't.
I don't know.
Look, you don't sound like a Gen Xer. No offense, but you're not no Gen Xer. I know my Gen Xers. Here, I'll give you. I'm going to put you on the spot. A quiz. What color were your leg warmers?
Like, oh wait, am I Gen Z? Wait, what am I supposed to be? I was born in the 70s, 75.
Oh, yeah, shit,
what
you
am
are.
I?
Yeah, no, you are a Gen Xer then. But,
I don't even know.
No, you'll be a Gen Xer. But how do you not? Okay,
leg warmers. I was too young for leg warmers.
They were rainbow color. That's the only thing I ever wanted to wear.
My mom didn't give me cool. But listen, my mom never bought me cool like knit leg warmers. I don't know. I was like, what, in 1985 it was 10. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't have them.
Can you name a Madonna song?
Of course. That was like a million.
Okay, well, okay, you're Gen X. I just want to make sure you're one of my people here, okay?
No.
In 84, I don't know what I am. I can't remember the word for it.
You're Gen, I think, Y? Or millennial?
I don't know.
Millennial, that's what it is.
Yeah, I think you're millennial.
No, millennials have to be born in the millennial, right?
No. I think from 1980. You don't make me look this shit up. This is why I got people out there.
Listen, this is why we're boomers. This is why people call us boomers.
Right?
This is why. This is why.
I don't know if I'm a
point.
boomer or not.
Okay.
You're my partner.
Fair point. April says it's funny Steve described that because it's basically what Saul said about Uni and his imaginary communication with Salts. Yes, I agree with you. I don't look. I did talk. I will tell you, and I will provide proof of this to people in private. I did talk to Salts about Uni. I assure you. So.
But that was
He's
funny.
well aware that he's an idiot.
Steve, you gotta show the evidence. Why is it like that we have to believe you when you say it and we don't? We can't believe you. Wait, it's the track record. Okay, I got it.
I want people.
Yeah, but
I want people to come to me
what
in
was
private to say
ridiculous?
Yeah.
What was ridiculous is that Uni went on live and said that Salt talked to him about FBI investigations. Like, who, even his own people, who believes that? Who believes that?
Well, this is what it may have happened. I don't know. This may or may not happen because Salts did ask me about that. But I mean, it wasn't like, oh, we need your help with the FBI investigation. I was like, okay.
No, but that's how Uni's portraying
right.
it.
It was
and
just
we're
basically,
like, come on.
who do who do you think might be behind this stuff? You know, because we are talking to the FBI, and he was just like, he knows I've been around for a while, and he said, what's your opinion on this? And I was like, fuck, man.
He said Steve McRae. Steve McRae, number one. That's what he said.
I said
and then he went
Brandon.
and told Katie.
Yeah.
He went and told Katie that he cracked the case.
Did you ever see
like
Saw?
Like freaking Inspector Gadget.
Did you ever wait, Missy? Did you ever see the movie Saw?
Of course.
Okay, Brandon's the guy that gets up off the floor, and it's him, and so he's behind everything.
Oh, he's the mastermind.
Yeah,
that's what it is. He's
Jigsaw.
There you go.
He's the mastermind.
It goes me out.
Brandon, stop it.
So somebody says, Icarus says millennium was 1981 to 1996, which sounds about right, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So if he's 80, you're 84, Brandon?
Yeah, 84.
Yeah,
I don't
millennial.
claim it, but whatever.
I don't claim anything. I just call myself a boomer because I will be a boomer. Or,
I'm just
Yeah.
a random unicorn.
By the way, are you drinking, Missy?
Of course.
Okay, I just kind of nothing against that.
Nice.
I've listened to a lot of your drinking streams.
Oh yeah, no, hey, they're good.
Oh
Rum and
no.
Coke. Yeah, definitely rum and Coke.
I've been exposed as a drunk now. Oh no.
So,
Sorry, I've got a very dry humor today. I'm so
it's so
tired.
funny
Guys,
when-
am I not making sense?
No, it makes sense. I can tell you're a little
good.
slurring, but that's perfectly fine.
It's
But I loved it
me.
when Unirock was like saying that I was like,
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
no, don't be. I might have something right.
Why are you sorry?
Yeah,
don't
don't
be
be sorry.
sorry. You're fine, girl. You fine.
Oh my god, because if I sound like a drunken mess, I'm gonna hate this tomorrow. Because I'll be like,
Steve, what
cringing
did you
so
do?
hard. I'll be like, oh no.
no,
That's
you
called-
need
that's
to
called-
take another
That's
shot,
called a
actually.
hangover, by the way. But it's so funny because
Don't worry, I don't have those.
Unirock was trying to make out that I was an alcoholic. I have ulcers. I cannot drink that much. People know my rum and Coke nights. I barely have an ounce of alcohol or two. But worse is he got my drink of choice wrong. I remember him saying something like me drinking vodka. I haven't touched vodka since probably the 90s.
But
Steve,
who
what are you talking about?
cares?
Clearly, Red's told
It's
him what kind of
hilarious.
drink he
It's a
had.
90s drink.
It's just who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Everybody
Missy,
smokes
if I
weed
may.
now.
It's just
Nobody
hilarious how much
cares.
shit he gets wrong.
Missy, if I can. Steve, hold on,
Of
please.
course, Manya.
Missy, yeah, thanks. So, did you just see what Steve started doing? He started explaining himself.
Mhm.
This is what they do. They beat you down so much, and even Shasha said this, and I agree with her. I feel like Steve has started having that abused girlfriend syndrome kind of thing happening, where he thinks he has to explain himself
I
every
agree.
time.
No, I agree. I noticed it myself. I think.
And it's been going on for years.
By the way,
years and years.
Manya, don't ever tell Cheshire she's right on that. Okay.
Oh shit!
I'm deleting this video
I
after it's
already
done.
did.
But I think she makes a very good point because I sense it in myself.
Yeah, please delete this video. Please delete this.
The
'cause
drunk
I'm slurring
Missy!
all over the
No,
place.
I don't delete
please,
shit.
No.
So-
I don't want to be drunk Missy on my first
So-
live stream. Please don't make me drunk Missy.
So
No.
No.
So listen to this. So somebody tweeted this. Katie Joy says, Tea Spiracy is a young internet bully that hasn't learned proper etiquette of YouTube. Platforming.
Oh my God.
Wait, let me finish. Platforming rape apologists and doxers isn't a good look. But then again, you dox me by telling people to call CPS my husband. You two should be fast friends.
What?
And then she has a
No,
picture of a
she did
garbage
not
can.
do that.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
literally
getting a
saying this, what somebody
screenshot
said
of
to
that.
me. Yes.
I'm gonna get a
Oh,
screenshot of that. Hold on.
Tea
I got
Spiracy,
you.
what have you
The smartest thing AZ ever said was, listen, you guys, even if you think you're doing good, don't help Katie because she's going to turn it around on you and you're going to be the next person in line.
But you see what she's doing, and look at this. Because
she's always done this.
But because AZ had me on her channel, she now has to demonize her, not understanding that all she's doing is helping her. I mean, it's gonna,
She did the same with BXB's boy. Like he spoke to her, he was nice to her, and then she flipped on him, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
But anybody who's like
That's
civil
what
to
was
me.
so fun. Did you hear Kay's live stream where she was like, Leslie Bass did that, or no, she said, oh, that's what these people do. They demonize me and F up these trolls, these internet trolls that ruin every collaboration that she's ever had. And I put in live chat,
Projection.
Katie, you ruined every single collab you've ever had. You've got to stop blaming this on trolls. You've done this time and time again. Oh, God.
What was that? Let's
Holy
stop. Make it
God.
stop. Whose mic is that?
That's not me.
Nope.
Maybe I got too close to my phone.
No, sorry, that was my microwave.
My God.
Yes.
So Ren just showed up. I've never talked to Ren. If he wants to come in, he's fine.
Snap, Ren. What's up? Brandon's like,
Don't start yelling, man.
We're gonna call Brandon Jigsaw from now on. No, I'm seriously. I mean, like, yeah. What's like?
Steve.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
Go.
Oh, okay. So, I just read. This is why Junior Rock, like, he just gives me a chuckle every time. He just made a tweet. He's like, Manya just said that Nate the lawyer was Shane Dawson.
Nate the lawyer was Shane Dawson. What the hell does that even mean?
Shane
I don't know. What?
I made the comparison that at one point Shane Dawson, because of it, like, he was considered credible because of his numbers and shit, and now he's not credible. And I said, so I was giving another example on how numbers and subscribers and view counts don't indicate towards credibility. And that's why I know he's a LARPer. He's just a troll. He's like, Manya just said Nate the Lord was Shane Dawson.
Yeah, again, it's all dumb shit. But I mean, Tea Spiracy, what have you done? You now have the wrath of Katie Joy on you.
She's fine. She can take care of herself.
But wait, Tea Spiracy is a quote young internet bully that hasn't learned proper etiquette of YouTube. I mean, it has to be true.
Listen,
why would Katie make that up? Why would she lie about that?
She's had Katie's number, immediately.
She pissed her off.
She started.
Oh my God. What is that?
She knows. Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Well, what are you doing?
Manya, what are you making us?
Is that your microwave?
That's my tea calling my attention. I just have to go over and switch it off and grab it. I'm so lazy right now. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll mute myself.
Smitty, okay, I gotta address this. This is important. Smitty says, Dio Sabbath greater than Dio Rainbow, greater than Dio Solo. No, they're all equal. Dio is God no matter what group he's singing with. However, Holy Diver was one of the best solo albums of all time. Heaven and Hell was one of the best Black Sabbath albums of all time. And Catch the Rainbow? Yeah, so I mean, doesn't matter. They're all equal. Smitty, you're just wrong. Deal with it. There you go. Sorry, I have to address that. Important stuff.
I will tell you, my first album was Quiet Riot.
Oh, wow.
Come on,
Feel that's only because I had. But that's my brother.
Awesome.
I have older brothers.
You
but
are Gen
I know
X.
that was pop. that was pop back then. That
Look
you
at
know,
why,
so it was a
why,
catchy
why.
song.
Yeah.
Anima. Yes,
Yeah.
that was before the hair band revival, right?
Groups like Poison and
Yes.
Cinderella. But you know, okay, the
Yeah.
first one of the first groups I really was listening to was on an 8-track, and it was Master Reality by Black Sabbath.
Ooh, 8-track, hell yeah!
Golden Unicorn Fight Hours. I'm sorry, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I need.
Bitch and Camaro.
Wait, do you know that song? I drive a bitch Camaro.
Of course.
That was the Dead Milkman. Oh
Yeah.
my God! Nobody knows that song.
I
How
love
about
that
this one? How about
song.
this one? I saw your mommy and your mommy's dead. She was lying in a pool of red. I think it was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Your dead mommy is looking up at me. Dead Milkman.
Oh, I don't know that one, but I thought you were gonna say, I got something to say. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna.
I love my
We're not
music.
gonna say that.
Okay, how about this one? One more for
Yeah.
you. then we'll
Okay,
change
ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the tonight. See
No,
you
wait,
tomorrow.
one more. Who
Yeah, Manya's
who is
like,
this one?
I'm
Who
over
is
you
this one?
guys.
See if we can get it winning.
I'm joking.
All I wanted was a Pepsi, and she wouldn't give it to me.
I'm enjoying this
Institutionalized.
talk,
All I want.
actually.
I go to your schools. I go to your institutional learning facilities, and you call me. You say I'm crazy.
Okay,
Institutionalized.
suicidal tendencies. Right? Of course.
How the fuck do you know this shit? This is not.
I grew up in DC. I saw all those bands when I grew up. We had actually, like, I live in BFE, Miami now. But when I grew up, we had everybody coming through. Oh, wait, what happened to Ren? Was he actually
No,
ever in?
it's asking for a
Having some
code because he
trouble
probably has
with
a
it.
phone. The code is whenever you see meetgoogle.com/ the code is the number is the 343 afterwards. That's if you have a phone, if you an Android, it'll ask for a code, and so it's I just gave it to him.
Well, I know. I had to download Google Meet tonight.
Mm.
I messaged you earlier. I was like, Steve, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'd like to join the live.
Where'd you message me at?
But then I figured it out. Oh, no, on your stream. But you were like, okay, you know, dummy. I'm not going to interrupt my stream to tell you how to download something. And I was like, oh, I'll figure it out. I'm smart. I'm drunk. I can do this.
We can do so much
I
more.
did it.
When we're drinking, it's so
Steve,
much more.
I did
we can
it.
do. And I'm so proud of you. You've come a long way.
I know. Thank you.
For a
Long way,
boomer?
baby.
For a boomer, I'm impressed.
Oh my God, I'm going to be so embarrassed tomorrow that I'm slurring all over the place. Jesus, please.
It's not that bad.
Steve, were you going to keep
It's
this
a
for an
little
hour?
bad.
How much long do you want to go?
I'm going to go to 8:30. So what is that? 18 minutes. And I'll end it.
Okay.
Now it's
Yeah.
Glenn doesn't understand it. Well, he uses StreamYards, that's why.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, this is Google Meets. You basically should just have. If you're using a PC, you just click on it, and it should take you right to it. If you're using an Android, it'll ask for the code, which is those last digits. But
I think Ren could be fun, but also could be explosive and weird and crazy, and you just never know what you're going to get with Ren.
I got Brandon in here. He's just like the same way.
Listen, if anybody, yeah, see, if anything, Brandon is like the Ren whisperer.
Oh.
He calms him down all the time.
Yeah, because he goes
I
into his
try at
silence. Yeah.
least. I try.
No. I know, sometimes you're not successful,
Moderate
but you know.
Extremist says, name the song Ruptured Nuptials. Name the band. I don't know. And I didn't cheat.
Ooh.
Ruptured Nuptials. Can we get a little hint?
I have no idea. Is this a deep cut? Is this a B-side?
It's a B-side, yeah. It's
I'm not
definitely
going to get it.
It's not an A.
I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it.
He says he's on his computer. He could just click the link if he's on his computer.
You just click the link there. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Well, or cut and paste it into a tab.
Yeah, copy paste the link onto a browser tab.
I had to copy and paste. Yeah, I had to copy and paste.
You know, but you know, that's the thing. I feel I hate to say it, but I do empathize with people a lot. I do feel for Tea Spiracy in the fact that one, I mean, she pissed off some people, but she's going to get backlash for it.
She's going to get it, but she doesn't care. She doesn't care. It's not going to stop her. It's not going to stop her. These people are such like Christian right wild warriors when they want to be, and then do totally other things in their life. She's AZ's a real one. She's not
Good.
gonna. It's not gonna stop her, no matter what. And she didn't do anything wrong. So what's the problem?
She's just
It hurts Katie's narrative. That's
Sucks.
why. Sorry, Brandon.
Well, nobody like. I don't think Charlotte even believes Katie shit. I don't think a bunch of people believe Katie shit in this. So she's not the only one.
But here's the thing: nobody has to believe.
Sorry, I don't want to speak for Charlotte.
That's fine.
Because Charlotte's a sweet lady,
The
and I
thing
don't
is-
want to put any hate on
The
Charlotte.
thing is that regardless whether people believe
Yeah,
them or
that's fine.
not, people are watching them, right? And that's what's giving them empowerment. I don't care if I have 114 people or something watch or whatever now. I don't care if it's that or 20. I mean, I'm still going to be hanging out till 8:30. It's not that number that really makes my day, right? Now, if I have a big event, sure. I mean, if I have a guest on, I would like that, right? But to them, that's what feeds them. So when they see these big numbers, they will do.
Shit, Ren.
They will do
There
whatever
he
it takes
is.
to get them. Hey, Ariane. Do I say Ariane or just
Ren.
Ren.
What up, Brian?
Hey, what's going on?
Hi,
This
Ren.
is new. This is quite new
What
to
up,
me. I
homie?
never did this before. What's going on? This is quite
What's
new.
up,
This is
Ren?
You've never
different
used
interface.
Google Meets?
No, I just use StreamYard.
Yeah.
No, Google
Can
Meets
y'all
has
hear
been,
me?
yeah. Google Meets has been around a long
good.
time ago. It used to be called Google Hangouts, and they got rid of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Word. I remember that.
Yeah, this is the
I
this
used
is
to use
the
it back in like 2016 with YouTube to go live.
yeah
You
exactly.
had to use the only thing with that is that it was connected to my phone, so it was the worst because you would be going live on the phone and it wouldn't go live on the desktop.
Yeah.
Glad they got rid of that.
Yeah, well, Google Hangouts had a lot of issues to it, and they didn't fix any of them. Well, you know what's funny? I'm not even bullshitting. They took things that were bugs and they called them features.
Yeah.
They didn't want to put any money into it. Yeah, I mean, it was
Now
like,
how come-
oh my god, it
This
was
is
so
your
bad.
special emote. These
Yeah.
glitches.
That's not
Come
a
and get
bug.
'em.
That's a feature. Okay,
That's
bullshit.
right.
Gamble is using it now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go live in about like an hour and 15
Oh, shit.
minutes, or hour and 5 minutes, and do like a review of the whole interview.
You're gonna do a review of what?
Oh,
A review of your interview with Tea Spiracy.
Oh, good. Okay, okay. Give us a little precursor, and you can take Brandon.
Yeah, I want to
I'm
hear
gonna be
your
done. I'm gonna be done in
friend.
about 13 minutes, and Brandon, I guess, goes over to your channel. So,
I'll come in.
but give us. I mean, seriously, what did you think of the interview?
I thought she did fairly okay with the questions. I think she could have kind of tried to go a little deeper. I think she just tried to play it safe, and really didn't learn anything that probably wasn't already there already.
I can't disagree with that. As a matter of fact, I even said when I first started this video,
But
said,
I don't
well,
say that in a disrespectful way.
not, yeah, it's
I
not
know
slight.
me-
It's not slight at all. It's just
No, me and Tea Spiracy, we have our problems, but all in all, I do think that it was good for her channel. I think it was a smart move to do, and I'm glad she didn't allow her subscribers to tell her not to do it. You know what I mean?
100%
That makes
agree.
any sense.
Yeah,
For
100% agree.
sure.
Yeah.
No,
but
I actually think she did ask some great questions.
I do.
But she didn't pose it in like a way where she was accusing him
Missy, you're
and
getting a lot
let
of
him
feedback
speak about it fully.
on your mic. It's like
Someone else's.
Oh,
really,
I am?
yeah, you're getting a lot of feedback. It's a high pitched sound, like you're too close to the mic.
Am I having
I'm on
feedback?
headphones.
Do
Like
you
a
guys hear that screech
Speakle
when
too
she
close to a
talks?
speakle.
Yeah.
I'm on headphones. Is it me?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
It's like a
Oh,
scratchy.
so the golden
Take it off.
unicorn lady is muted.
Well, what is Glenn on? What do you want, Len? Headphones or?
Huh?
Are you on headphones, Glenn, or what?
I don't use that.
It's not Rand. Missy, mute for a second. I'll tell you it's you. Can you mute?
Yep.
Okay, mute.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so
Yeah,
testing
cool.
1, 2. Yeah, it's definitely her. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
okay.
a high pitch. Like I
Fine,
don't know what it is about your mic, but it has a really screechy, high-pitched whine to it. Like you can hear
Maybe she's
scratching.
too close to the mic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I'm going to wrap this up anyway, so just hang tight, Missy. So to what you were saying, though, I was expecting very, very difficult questions, even though for me they wouldn't be that bad, because, I mean, I can answer any question. The thing when you're always telling the truth, you don't have to remember the shit that you lied about, right? Now,
There's no fear there.
But the issue is
But
this.
also, I think that I think maybe she wanted to ask difficult questions, but I think that she also didn't want to upset her guests, because obviously you pronged a tremendous amount of traffic to the channel during the interview. So if she goes in a direction that the people that are there to see you don't like, that's a no-go for her.
But I told her she can ask me anything.
She kind of had to play, and let's be real, you know, a lot of these YouTubers aren't real journalists. And that's not taking nothing from them, but they don't follow the same rules as a traditional journalist. So they're not going to act in that manner. They're gonna, you know, they want to keep their guests happy so their guests come back. Me, I don't care, you know, because
there's definitely something to be said from that. Yeah,
you know?
but I was going to say that there has been so much over the last. I've been on YouTube now for 7 years. I try to recollect things the best of my ability, but nobody's memories are perfect, right? It's just not possible. And I think a lot of people will look for either the smallest deviation, right? And try to say, oh, look, somebody lied, right? And they completely ignore the contradictions people make, the outright contradictions, which nobody's found contradictions in any of my shit because what have I contradicted myself on? And so I was expecting those kind of questions.
I think their main is my mic better now?
Yes, what'd you do?
You just turned yourself down.
I changed my head. I went on the AirPods, baby.
So much better. Oh my God.
Okay, good. But I think it's like with a lot of people, nitpicky people, they think you play like semantics. Like, you know what they mean, but I know you're about facts and everything, so not technically they're not right, so their point isn't valid. So I think that's why they jump on that and they're like, Steve, come on, you're being obtuse. You know what we mean. But I'm not.
I'm not trying to be obtuse. I'm fastidious.
True.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Exactly.
I'm just saying what they think.
Right.
Is what they like the whole NDA, the whole TRO, NDO, or whatever.
CIA, OIB.
You are exactly. You're technically right, but they're like, come on, that's not.
Missy, you know what? That's the best kind of right.
I know, but
I totally understand what you're saying. You're absolutely correct in that. And the reason being is I am fastidious on certain things, especially when people say, this is, you lied about this. Okay, what was your claim? Your claim is not what it's completely different from my response. And so they conflate the things together to try to see. These people are dishonest agents. They want to go out and they want to see the worst in people. They want to find lies. People that come in here, I don't assume anybody coming in here is telling me lies. It's not my level of conditioning level. It is, I will treat everybody with respect. I will assume 50, a level of like 50%.
Steve, that's why you'll never be a huge YouTuber.
You're right.
Like
I've said the same thing, Missy. I am not even fucking with you. I have said literally that same thing, that I'm not going to be very big, and I never will be very big because I don't play those kind of games. Yeah,
it's fine, man. Enjoy your channel.
I do. Thank you.
I also think the problem is that too many people are trying to play detective. And
ain't that the truth?
Fumbling the ball miserably because they're not professionals at it. And they're probably in some way, shape, or form hindering the case. Like, why are people interviewing that? Why?
I couldn't.
Why are you talking to this lady?
Could not even venture a guess. She's obviously mentally very unwell. She has multiple fake accounts, from what I understand. Why would anybody even want to have anything to do with her?
Well, she asked to get on Kay's stream. Kay didn't ask her, just to be clear about that.
Right.
She didn't ask, like, she wasn't like, I want to interview Nat. Nat wanted to talk, and she let her.
I would never let her anywhere near my channel.
I get it. I get it. I understand.
No,
I think the thing about Kay is that she had it in her mind that you were behind this, and I kind of saw that with what she was like, oh yeah, like when Katie said it was you, she was like,
oh yeah, that makes sense.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I was
yeah.
like, damn, Kay, really? Because I think Kay's like a really good interviewer. I think Kay is like very smart, and she has enough away from this, but I think I don't know. She talks to Waxy. I don't know. Why? I don't know.
Well, and here's the thing. I probably would not even reached out to Tea Spiracy if it wasn't for Kay's video, because I mean, I was trying to explain to Kay, look, if you would have asked me to come on at any time, because obviously she just did not instantly go, oh look, it's Steve. She had these things from quite some time.
Oh, you were in the chat and you
no. This was afterwards. This was like,
okay.
But afterwards I was on Twitter, because Twitter's my main medium for things, and I said, look. If you would have asked me to not join that stream, I'm not going to be on the stream with them. But I mean, if you want to do an interview with one-on-one, I probably would have said yes, and you could have asked me any of those questions, right? I mean, just like, and I was like, okay, maybe there's a honest YouTuber out there that can ask these questions, and I was like, oh, you know what? I did watch Tea Spiracy's videos the other day. She seemed pretty cool, pretty objective. I'll give it a shot. And I reached out to her and said, hey, look, again, it wasn't for the views, because no offense to Tea Spiracy, she's not the biggest channel in the world, but that wasn't the point. And by the way, I think she had a hell of a live view count. I think she was like over 500 or something. That's not bad, right?
I think if you went on Kay's channel, she would treat you fairly.
And I don't disagree with that.
I know you're offended because what happened, but even AZ was like, when Uni Rock did that stupid like Twitter thing with the green screen that didn't even work for a bunch of people, and like said that you were the mastermind of everything, and it was just so funny. Like, it was a huge
nobody in their right mind
bombshell,
believes
and
that shit. No,
he couldn't even get like his huge exclusive on Twitter to work for half the people he was trying to say this to, and it was just so funny.
April said Kay did ask me to
Rock is a weirdo.
Understand.
Uni Rock is a weirdo. I don't like that dude.
You have no idea how bad he really is.
Interaction with him. But he put out a campaign that got my video taken down and got me a strike.
Why? What is
They talk about targeted and harassment.
Why?
Wow.
You guys have beef?
One sec though. Let me address this. April said Kay did ask you to come on, and you said no. She asked me to come on after the fact, after that debacle, and I was like, look, I saw the way you ran your hangout. You didn't give any pushback to people making claims. I don't want to be. Why would I go on a channel like that? That's what I told her. Why I said no. I said if she would have asked, Now she said Kay wasn't following Steve. He forgets that. No, I didn't forget that, but that's irrelevant.
Most explosive thing ever, Steve.
Here's the thing.
You and Katie were talking at the same time.
Oh God! But even though Katie wasn't following me, look, even if Katie wasn't following me, she clearly knew about me, because she's in her mind. For some fucking reason, I'm this mastermind winglinger doing shit that it would take.
People are.
It's like so she obviously knew who I was.
At straws.
I mean, so
everybody is grabbing.
If I may, Steve.
Yeah. Go ahead, Manya.
So, Missy, the problem is that every second channel, like Kay Baxter, I don't know what her name is, Kay, it's like they act like they are neutral parties. Will just let people come on and just talk shit without any proof, without any evidence, and they don't give any pushback. What's the point of such channels? There's so many out there. Like, what's the point? Just filling in views. If I'm just give me a second.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They're just filling in time and views. That's it. What's the point? It's not interesting if you're not giving them any pushback. They're just sitting there speculating and putting targets on people's back. That's my reasoning, that I would not trust someone like that. But yeah,
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. I think that if they're going to do that, then they need to have both parties. 1 week do this side, the other week do that side. You know what I mean? I tried to go on there to clear my name, and they told me this is not the right time. Well, y'all got this chick on here saying that she know all of us. I want to come on and ask her, do you know me?
I know for a fact she doesn't know me. I guarantee she doesn't know me.
No.
She doesn't know me from
well,
fuck
she
all.
knows about
now
you,
she knows
she
of
doesn't know
me.
you.
But as of 2 weeks ago, I don't think she did.
Yeah, but they're not going to let you confront
Well,
like
clearly.
who they
Well, I think they're not going to let me.
see
They
as
just
the
don't like
most
me because
mentally
the
fragile
whole
person on earth
situation.
while they're still interviewing her. You know what I mean? I mean, I get the hypocrisy. I mean, I get it. I get it all. But
So
I'm
Sweat-
just saying, I don't know. Everybody, exactly what Ren said. Everybody's an armchair detective. They're trying to, this is a game of Clue, and you did it in the library with the candlestick, and
Well, because
stupid
a lot of these people,
Rock says it.
Missy, a lot of these
dumb.
people live vicariously through like YouTube and reality TV. They really do think they're part of something they're not part of, and it's bizarre.
Listen, I'm not a part of this.
No,
and
I'm not
I
talking
came
about
on
you.
Tonight, so me too.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
But I've seen
I'm
it.
a
I've seen it.
fan.
It's like holy shit, people.
Yeah,
this
but
is.
watch all sides. If you really
I
want
agree.
to investigate, watch all sides.
That's why
I
I
just
want
want
people-
consistency and I want evidence. That's all I want. I'm gonna head out. I've got to get out of my
I got a
office and get
jam
home.
too. It's 8:30. So, anyways, it was a
Yeah.
pleasure. All I just like I said, it was going to be a quick recap.
Okay.
So I will
Bye,
see you
everyone.
all later, I guess. Okay.
Hey,
Cheers.
Mickey, thanks for
Cheers.
having me on
And
my
oh
first
yes,
live
Missy.
stream.
Like I said, do I follow? You said you follow me on Twitter. I don't remember.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah. So
say hi.
Message me so you know.
I
Okay.
got my Twitter
Video
taken
away.
down, so I'm on Instagram.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay,
Ooh.
The
okay.
controversy.
Ren, I'll
Ooh.
be in your
The
live
thing with
later.
Glenn is they poke him until he fucking blows up, and then they fucking yell at him for blowing up.
The button
hear ya.
pushers. Yeah, people are button pushers.
I've been trying to talk to him about that, to not let people